Hey guys, and welcome to another Building 101 video. In this video, we will be looking at the house behind me. I'll show you many different variations on how to build it and some ways you can customize it on your own, but we will be doing this one in particular. So people like to think that mesa, swamp, and desert biomes are sort of the hard ones to build in. That's with, most of the people in Minecraft, I would assume. So when I was toying with desert builds a few months ago, I was looking at the blocks available to me, and I found that acacia wood is great. So I came up with this style behind me, and I have many houses in my village, my custom village that I made in the Vortex server. So at the end, I will go through that and show you the many different types of houses that you can create with 2 levels, 3 levels, or just a simple 1-level house like this. And before we get started with the tutorial, I'd like to tell you that these are fully customizable. You can do whatever you want. So whenever I'm doing houses, I like to do 5x5 areas whenever I add them on. For example, this one is a 5x9, and then I added this 5x5 area. If you've taken that into account, if you see what I'm doing here, 5x5, and I just added that onto this house, which was my default. And then I added on another one, and for example, I can add one right here if I wanted to. So with this house, or with these, you can do whatever you want. So let's get into the tutorial. Whenever I start off with houses, like you guys know if you've watched Building 101 before, I always like to stick with odd numbers. I hate even numbers. They cause a lot of problems, so just be safe with your odd numbers. Even numbers are cool. Odd is where it's at. So I started off with a nice simple design here. This is, fine for a house by itself, but I want to make it larger. How can you make this larger? Well, you see I have 3 open here, 3 open here. This is my 9x5 house once again. I want to add a little extension. Maybe if this is a triangle roof, which it will be, I want to have a triangle part coming out of here. What I will do is create more odd numbers. I will do that. So I have 1 opening here instead of 3 because that's as low as I can go. Got a 3 here. I'll extend another 3 blocks, extend another 3 blocks, and there you go. There's that. We will add on the other bits later, which will go here, or wherever you want, really, once we finish this part of the house. Again, when I'm doing houses, I like to go up 4 blocks from where I start, which was just the 1 high block here. I like to go up 4 in total, because sometimes I want to add cross beams. Of course, in this case, we don't want to, but you could still keep the 4 by default. Next, you want to choose where your door will be. It's going to be right here, so you can just mark it off with a sandstone or put the door here already. And this is what I like to do with a 3 area whenever you're putting a door in the middle. Let's get a door. Now it's always a little confusing because sometimes people want to do this a lot, which I do too. People want to do that. And you can't really do that. People like to do full blocks all the way around, which doesn't look too appetizing. So my fix to this is having a stair block, right above it, more upside down stairs. So you have a little indent, a little more detail to the area, and you can continue with an upside down stair there. You can put 2 creeper faces here, creeper faces there, or you can do smooth sandstone, whatever you prefer. And we will get to this top part later. I already know what I have to do, but you guys don't yet. And for the side parts right here over here, this part will be deleted, but I will fill it in anyway because we will have an extension here. Of course, if you choose not to, don't worry. What I like to do is, again, stair upside down there, or that's facing right, upside down. And then I like to put a little design here with just alternating blocks, and then your choice of glass. So do that all the way around, and for this bit right here, just copy that. So yeah, I'll be back. So now your house is taking some shape. Next, we're going to work on the roof and the middle part here, which will be different than this and this, obviously. So with this 4 high pillars that we have here, I like to use it as a guide for our triangular roof. Put a stair there, same over here, and again, once we come over here, we will just wrap it around and pretty much do the same thing to this side. But we're not worried about that yet. Leave a 1 block overhang, and it is your choice to use an upside down stairs. It's your choice to do this build entirely, but it's your choice to use an upside down stair or a half slab. And personally, I'm a half slab kind of guy, so that's what I'm going to do. So once you continue doing that, go all the way to the point. Once you come to the midpoint over here, put an upside down stair right in the middle. Take your sandstone block, where is it? Sandstone block, put one on top of that, go two back from that, and invisible block glitch, put an upside down stair on the front, then a half slab on top of that, one half slab behind, one half slab in front, and this part right here will just continue with half slabs, so don't worry about that yet. And just make that go all the way over here with one overhang and one overhang of half slab, which pretend that this block right here is a half slab over there. You're done with that. This is what you're looking at right now, and we will add some things to this roof to give it some detail. Now when it comes to this part right here, again, simply just take your stairs, go like that, break, whoops, there we go, break that block, put more half slabs, break that block, and I believe it's that block we break, like that, and just continue that way all the way to here, and I'm going to add another piece to there. But right now we're worried about this. What we do here is we go to the inside blocks over here, put a stone or sandstone stair, one upside down, kind of like that over there. Do the same on that side. This middle block can be, again, this or a creeper chiseled stone. Put a regular facing stair on top of that, and either put a slab or a full sandstone block. So you get a nice little texture there, you get a nice little design, everything's looking pretty cool. And you can also add slabs here, it's up to you, doesn't really matter. Okay, and again, this is up to you with slabs or stairs. I'll just do stairs here so you guys know. Whoops. Okay, that's what you would be looking like with stairs, but I like my slabs more. Alright, now you have a lot of the house done already. Now it looks pretty plain, again without the extensions here, and it would look really plain if it didn't have this part right here. But I have some tricks up my sleeve to help this roof out. So, you want to go to those pillar blocks again. You want to dig out the stair that was there, maybe go up 1, 2, 3 blocks at the very most, and put a block there, like a slab or a stair. So, for example, this one might go up 2, and I might put a stair there. Then this one might go up 1, I might put a slab. This one might go up 3, and then a slab. It adds a lot of detail to this house, more than you think. And some people don't like it. I've gotten a comment or two before saying that they did not like it. But again, it's personal preference if you like that or not. But I think it adds a lot of detail to this house, and it definitely breaks up a lot of the straight symmetrical crap. So you can have a very symmetrical house, but you can also have some variation to it, without a doubt. So let's start working on our extensions. Now it depends on what kind of extension you want, but we're going with a 5x5 extension with a 1 gap opening. So here's my gap, which will just be a stair like that. We'll get to that later. Well, let's just start adding our blocks just so we know. So there's our gap. Now we're starting with the extension, and it's going to be our 5x5 house. I want to extend that a little bit more and make it sort of more of a one-piece type thing. Now it's a 5x9. I also want to add a little part coming out of here. Now it's a something by something. It's a 9x9 without that part there. So yeah, we got a nice little house going. And again, it's the same thing over there, but I'm showing you step by step how to build it. So what you want to do right off the bat is get rid of this stuff over here. Just kind of get it out of your way, because you will run out of trouble. Or actually, this will probably stay like that. I changed my mind. But get rid of that part right there. It'll cause some trouble. Again, with your little points that we just laid out here, go up 4 high just so you have an image of what your thing's going to look like in the future. So what we're going to do now is we're going to do the sides and the designs that are going to be here. And this side is the west. That one's facing north, I believe. Yeah, northwest. The north side will have sandstone pillars, whatever sort of design I like to do. In the middle here, it's going to be sandstone, and in the middle here it's going to be acacia. It's a nice way of breaking it up and keeping something symmetrical. So let's say acacia there, there, and there, and then this one's going to be sandstone like that. So it's kind of cool when you have it like that. Next, you want to put a sandstone stair in front of the acacia wood that you have. A slab, let's just do double here. You can continue that all the way up just so you don't get confused. Let's put a creeper chiseled block behind all the slabs. We're going to be doing pretty much that on all around here. And guess what we're going to do here? We're going to put a stair, leave a block, upside down stair, same for that. And again, your choice of black stained glass. Pretty simple. And for this part right here, you want to go up one block, up one block, up one block. Put a slab in the middle. You're going to do a slab there as well, and a slab here as well. And for these blocks here, you want to put a stair, stair, a stair, just so they're all facing the same general direction, stair, and a stair. And lastly, you want to take your slabs, put one on the top part of that piece over there, put one on the bottom, and then on the top again. It's a nice railing, gives a nice little design, and it looks cool. So I'm going to do that for all the sides, and I'll meet you back. Alright, we're looking pretty good here. So this is what we have so far. Looking nice. What I did for the sandstone pillars right here, I had the smooth sandstone there, put a creeper block, smooth sandstone. Did that all around, kept the same look over here. And let's start with this. We're going to keep it a simple sandstone flooring here. Let's just do this over here for now. Doesn't matter what block because they're all the same. You can have either an acacia or sandstone pillar coming out of the middle. And I always use this staircase pretty much in every house. I just go half slab all the way up until it gets to this part right here. Then I just do that all the way to there. Nope, sorry, all the way to here. So we can walk up and down it. Put a half slab there once it updates. And just continue the flooring there. So it's pretty simple, pretty basic. And when you get to this part right over here, let's just see what we'd run into, which shouldn't be that bad. We very simply just either go like this or continue it like that, and either way works. So yeah, nice and simple. I'm gonna go do a little tiny little touches all around, and I'll be back. Alright, there's really not much more for you to do. I mean, there is. You can have the pathway, of course. You can do some stuff with the ceiling here. You got the interior, of course. What I like to do with the ceiling is sometimes just do random spots of smooth sandstone, because you have the smooth both on the top and the bottom, so you have a nice sort of ceiling texture, or you can find a way to put a bed up there and some kind of ladder. It's all up to you. And again, I'm not an interior guy. I know how to do interiors and all that. I've even done an episode on interiors, but right now we're just focusing on houses, okay? So this is what you'll end up with. A nice looking house with whatever path you decide to make. Put some cacti and some dead bushes around to make it look nice. So if you guys watched all the way through, I would ask you to leave a like on this video. It helps out a ton. I love this series. I love making it for you guys, and I know you guys comment all the time for it. So here you go. Hope you learned something new. Hope you learned some tips along the way. And I can share my style of desert building with you guys now. So yeah. Thank you guys for watching. If you enjoyed, click that like button, subscribe if you haven't already, and comment down below. And I'll see you guys next time.